What's up, East Union High? We're going to start with, of course, welcome. This is Ask Awesome. Recently spoke at East Union High in Manteca, California. And I'm going to answer some of your questions. So, start with Raylan May, 13. If you were never successful in boxing, what other life path do you think you would have chosen? First of all, before I even answer this question, I'm currently in Portland, Oregon, and I just can't wait until electric cars and like everyone has Teslas, because cars just drive by, pickup trucks, semi trucks, 18-wheelers, or just keep driving by and making noise. So I apologize for any noise that you may hear. Also, landscapers. It's like a dude just perfecting the, because I'm in my van right now in a laundromat parking lot in Portland, and they're landscaping right now. Yeah. And before you wonder, it's an Asian dude, so no stereotypes. Actually, I don't know who it is. All right. If you were never successful in boxing, what life path do you think you would have chosen? Also, you should follow me back because I'm a cool gal. Feel like no one under the age of 60 calls themselves a gal. Like the Golden Girls, I assume they would call themselves gal. But career paths, if I wouldn't have chosen boxing, I would have probably done some type of manual labor. And yeah, because at the time I didn't think I was capable of anything else besides like manual labor and just like working hard and moving stuff around. And yeah, boxing, I guess, gave me the confidence to realize that I can do other things. So said if I wouldn't box anymore, I would do speaking. Boom. All right, good question. Legendary Bruce, what up, bro? Destiny E, just put a red and blue heart. Game DL3 Ron. I don't know. Gamed Leron? Maybe? I'll go Gamed Leron. What encouraged you, inspired you to be a boxer? Actually just joined a gym to kind of lose weight. Same old story. It was. I think if there was just like a Planet Fitness or a different gym in my neighborhood that was free, I would have done that instead. So luckily I chose boxing, and it ended up working out pretty well for me. So I'm kind of happy with the decision I made. But I think if I had all that confidence stuff, I'm not sure I would box. Not that even if I think I could, I wouldn't think I would like it. But I'm glad that I did it because I actually do love it. And he also said, he or she, the presentation was great. Thanks, bro or gal or sis. Was boxing your first choice as a career? Which is really odd for as successful as I've been in boxing. I don't consider it a career. I feel like I've spent more money boxing than I've made, probably. That's not true. But I don't really consider it a career. It was a hobby that kind of took control of my life. But I wouldn't really consider boxing a career. Speaking, I believe, is the first career I decided to choose. And I'm so happy I boxed. But it's not financially fulfilling, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's a great sport. It's a good activity, even if you're gonna do it to work out. Good question. And NCJBG says, and Naja, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is gray, because black fades and white's too hard to keep clean. Here's the problem I face. I sweat a lot, and I start pitting out immediately. And when I'm on stage, when I'm speaking, when I'm out and about, I do a lot of festivals. A lot of these are outdoors, so you see the sweat stains immediately on my gray shirts. So unless it's like a gray hoodie, I tend to stay away from gray or dark gray. Like this shirt's a dark gray, which is weird because since I'm living in a van, I had to adopt the minimalistic life, and like I couldn't just bring everything I wanted. I got my compound bow, got my equipment. This couch is like a pull-out couch into a bed. I have my cooler, my generator in here, but I'm limited. I have like 14 shirts and like 4 pairs of pants. I got like 4 pairs of shoes. 1 pair of workout shoes, running shoes, dress shoes, and casual shoes. And one of the best things I realized from like having to not give everything up, but I can only take so much with me, I don't need anything. Yeah, there's so much you don't need. And I realized that like my monthly expenses, like $1,000. It's not much. I don't spend money on anything. And if you don't spend money, you don't actually need money. Because if you make $200,000 a year and you spend $200,000 a year, congratulations, you're broke. So my advice would be, just don't buy a bunch of useless things. Look around life. Imagine you have to live in a van and then look at all your stuff and see, like if you had to get rid of 85% of your stuff, could you? Actually, even better, look around your place and see how much of the stuff you've used in the last 6 months. All your clothes, all your shoes. What percentage of the stuff would it be? Did you use like 50% of your stuff in the last 6 months? 75%? Because when I was looking around my place before I left, I was like, oh, like 95% of the stuff in here I haven't used in a year. So, but I digress. Gray. Which I'm always confused as Gray or Grey. You know what? Doesn't matter. When I was growing up, because I know you guys are in high school, The Rock was like cool, and he wasn't like a movie star yet, but he used to ask you a question, and before you answered, he'd say, "It doesn't matter," and it doesn't seem as cool now. Now I say it out loud, but yeah. Halloween. Let's not say that name. It's Scum La France. Sorry I messed up the entire thing with the guitar falling. That wasn't an issue, man. I trained for this, and actually, I don't actually train for this, but this is what we train for. Nah, man, no biggie, and thanks for the apology. Yeah, things happen, and I'm pretty sure if you have a guitar, you like music and guitars, and you wouldn't just be throwing your guitar all around willy-nilly. I'm pretty sure you were upset at yourself for hurting your guitar. Also, if you could comment on this, if you named your guitar, and if so, what's your guitar's name? I name everything. Just want to give a shout out to Georgia, and I believe that's the Egyptian flag. There's so many flags, and I don't know which one's which. But Georgia 209, shout you out, bro, or sis. Ty Griggs, let me get that follow. Oh, you're the golfer. Yes. Don't usually follow everybody because also I'm old. Like, it'd be weird to have a timeline filled with 15-year-olds. But I remember speaking to you after the talk. Good luck. I believe it was you're going to UCLA. You committed to UCLA to play golf, and you have to be extremely good to do that. And the fact that you're in 9th grade, definitely going to follow you. I like people who are pursuing their dreams. And you wear the hell out of a bow tie, bro. Keep it up. Who inspired you? No, not Kanye. I inspire me. My biggest regret in life is I'll never get to see myself give a speech live. Oh, Kanye. Who inspired me? All the people who actually, I'll take this question seriously. People who are doing things in places they don't look like they belong. So, like a black dude playing golf, like a white dude rapping, like everyone who's stepping outside of their comfort zone to do something that culturally they aren't meant to do, and whether they're successful or not, I definitely like that. Also, successful people who are vulnerable and can like speak open and honest about situations and when they're sad and stuff. I like that. All right, let's move on to the sophomores. Olympic 2020, and I would like to like put on my shades and be like, oh, my vision is 2020. But I don't know if I want to do that. Like the whole Olympic thing. The whole Olympic thing was it was a cool run. I was happy about it. I wasn't happy the way it turned out, but it's really inconvenient, and I don't like people telling me what to do. And I didn't think it was justified that coaches would try to tell me what to do when I was like 20, 22 on the team. And now that I'm old, I don't want someone to tell me when to wake up to run. And also, there's a lot of people who do things just because people did it before them. And I believe tradition stunts growth. So when I see someone like hitting the speed bag in the gym, I won't hit the speed bag. This doesn't prepare you for anything in a boxing ring. And if you think so, you're an idiot. Don't tell me hand-eye coordination because you can hit with your eyes closed. If you want hand-eye coordination, juggle. If you're good at juggling, juggle 3 balls off of a wall. Now, don't tell me it builds muscle strength and all that. So when people tell me dumb things like that, and then I can't question them because like, I've been coaching for 40 years. You can do something for 40 years wrong. Because the speed bag is a waste of time and it's noisy, and I will refuse to hit it. Granted, there are a lot of champions who hit the speed bag, but I doubt that, like Mayweather hits a speed bag, but I doubt he wouldn't have been world champion without it. I think if you hit the speed bag for 4 rounds a workout, let's say you work out 250 days a year, that's 1,000 rounds you could be using to work on a jab, to work on slipping, to work on defense, to work on something else besides brr, 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 brr. If you beat me doing this, you deserve to win. Jesus Christ. Alright. And for the people who still want to argue that the speed bag is useful in boxing.
Oh, you're so dumb. You're really dumb. For real.
You are so dumb. Yeah. And I will have a debate with anybody about this because I feel like I've been doing long enough to see that it's stupid. I feel like someone put a speed bag in a boxing movie in like the 40s and everyone just thought it was a thing. It's stupid and it's noisy. I don't really like noise. I'm going to be the best old person. I'm going to yell at people to get off my lawn. I'm going to ration out very small pieces of candy for Halloween. I'm going to be so annoying. I can't wait. Alright, and some other people asked some questions, and the questions you asked me in the DMs, of course, I won't say your name. So someone asked, how many schools do you go to a year? I don't know how many schools I go to in a year, but so far this year, over 100, probably closer to 200. I haven't been, actually, I went home in July. I left Kansas City in July 4th. I declared my independence and I started the van life. And I went home for the Kansas City Veg Fest. Sup, Dave Swartz. Went home for 2 days for that. And I drove through for 2 days a couple months ago. But I've been at home for about 6-7 nights since July. Now I plan on going home until like March at the earliest. You were at my school today! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation. You get it. You're amazing. Thank you. And I too love puppies. Your page is nothing but puppies. Adorable puppies. Okay. Thank you for the. Oh, you have some dope drawings. Oh man. This person has a like Dragon Ball Z drawings. I think they did themselves. If you did that, that is very impressive. I do have a Dragon Ball Z coloring book that I break out from time to time. One of my big rules about coloring books is I don't allow anyone to color my coloring book. I have a second coloring book that if someone wants to join me in color, we can do that, but I don't rip pages out and I'm not going to let you draw my book. And I'm more of a color pencil than a crayon guy, but I'll do either. Never markers. Thank you for giving us the assembly. It was very informative. You've inspired me. Thank you, person I will not name. Thanks for the presentation. It was great. Thank you. F for F. I assume that means follow for a follow or food for food. I'm going to go with food for food. You send me food, I will send you food back. Weirdly, I DoorDash to the parking lot of where my van is. So like when the DoorDash person shows up, they call and like, where are you? I'm like, open the van door like a creep. Just smile the entire time. Hey, thank you for my meal. Have a good day. Creepy, right? Yeah. You should go to Arroyo High while you're out in the Bay Area. I might reach out to them. I got to know where that's exactly. Boom, boom. Who's the most famous fighter you fought? I would say the most famous fighter I ever fought was, I guess, Roberto Camarelli. He's like I think he's one-time Olympic bronze medalist, one-time Olympic silver medalist, and one-time Olympic gold medalist. I fought him in Reno, and I almost beat him, but this ain't horseshoes. I took an L like a man. But when the bell rang, we got to the middle of the ring. This dude is huge. He's like 6'5", but he's got, I'm like 6'4", but he's got mass on him. He's wide. And we're standing in the middle of the ring. And I got hit with 2 shots. But he was like this, and I got punched twice. And I looked back, and he was just like this. So he punched me and brought his hands back, and I didn't see. I was like, oh no. This is like the first 10 seconds of the match. It's going to be a long one. But he's like a big international name. Are you the best boxer in the U.S.? And your name is an M that asked that question. Of course, DM, so I'm going to keep that private. Yeah. I'm ranked number 1. I won nationals a bunch, but I'm also my favorite boxer. So yeah, do I play Fortnite? Hail to the no. One more time. Yeah, I don't play Fortnite. I've never played, but my problem is I get overly obsessive about things. So if I started playing Fortnite, I wouldn't stop playing Fortnite, and my life will fall apart because I would want to be the best, and it's very difficult because some people are just good at that type of stuff. I have been vegan since 2012, and yes, I am still vegan. No, I won't judge you for not being vegan, but you should consider it. Am I ever going to turn pro? No. Hail to the no, no. No, I won't be turning pro. I have no aspirations of that. I think if everything in my life just kind of was ruined and I wasn't like good at anything and I couldn't make a living doing anything else, I'd consider it. But A lot of people turn pro because they don't have any other options. And yeah, not really my thing. It'll take the fun out of it. Someone asked if I will fight them. I will not. Another person, hey, you came to my school today. Just saying you're really awesome. No. You're awesome. Well, I'm not sure of that, but I can only assume so. The fact that you just saying something positive, nothing in return. There should be more people like that. All right, I think let me just double check. Don't want to miss any questions. My favorite fighter, well, me, but yeah. I like Ali's personality, but I think Mayweather is the greatest boxer to ever live, because boxing is not just boxing, it's training, it's preparing for the fight, it's fighting the right opponents, making the right decisions all around. He's undefeated, he's 50-0. He's 50-0. He did it for money and belts. He got more money than anybody else, and he won belts so often that he gives them back. So he mastered the game. I don't care if someone says, oh, you fight everyone not in their prime. That's a part of the game. All of it it's all-encompassing. He is the greatest boxer ever to live, and it's not even close. And you could say, oh, he got he lost the first fight with, I think it was Castillo, but yeah, who cares? He's still undefeated. So yeah. All right. Well, this is me wrapping it up, and thanks for asking the questions. Oh wait, I didn't check Twitter. 1 second. Now, there's not usually a lot of Twitter questions. I usually answer those in tweets because they're a lot easier. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. If there are any Twitter questions, I will just answer them via tweets. Oh, also, I tweeted that there should be an age restriction on social media. Preteens and great-grandparents shouldn't be here. And I stand by that statement. I think if you're 12 or younger, I think that's what preteens is. Yeah, you shouldn't be on social media. I don't want to interact with you. Also, great-grandparents. And by great-grandparents, I don't want to say grandparents because there's a lot of really young grandparents. But I feel like if you're over 55, like, because there's over 55 of like out of touch, old, but then you have people who are like 60 but still want to act like they're 35. Yeah, just be old, okay? You don't have to let yourself go or anything. And also all the plastic surgery, and like, you don't need Botox. Like, I know girls in their 20s who are getting Botox. I don't know exactly what Botox does, but you can't keep that up forever. Just shoving stuff in your face. If you're going to shove something in your face, let it be French fries. And the best sauce ever, barbecue sauce. Fight me. All right, guys. Later.